Well,
Hello.
so guys,
Today I would like us to talk about
Omnipresence of God.
one of the attributes of God.
So before we dive into the attributes of God, the omnipresence of God, first I made a list. So I know there are a lot more than that, but a few lists I have gathered to give an idea, a general idea of the attributes of God, and many others that is not in my list. But yeah, so to the list. So we have self-existence of God, omnipresence, omnipotent, omniscience, immutability. Yes, immutability of God. That means God is unchangeable. He is fixed. He cannot change. Truthfulness of God, spirituality of God. Yes, this spirituality of God, this means God is a spirit being. He cannot be seen. He is invincible. Sovereignty of God, willingness of God, God's wisdom, goodness of God, grace of God, love of God, foreknowledge of God, righteousness and wrath. Yes, so we have seen the list, and like I said, there are many other lists. So now, back to our topic this evening, omnipresence of God. Yeah, so I'm going to read Jeremiah 23:23, and then I'll continue.
Jeremiah 23:24. Am I a God at hand, declares the Lord, and not a God far away? Can a man hide himself in a secret place so that I cannot see him, declares the Lord? Do I not feel heaven and earth, declares the Lord?
And I'm going to read Deuteronomy 4 verse 39 and continue from there. Deuteronomy 4:39. Know therefore today and lay it to your heart that the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth beneath. There is no other. Ephesians 4 verse 6. One God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. Scripture is saying that God is transcendence. This means that He has no limit. So in summary, there are many more sermons and videos and talk on this particular subject. It's not something you can actually finish talking about it, because our minds cannot really comprehend the deity we are discussing about, but at least have an idea, and the idea we're having is not like we created the idea, it's from His Word, as we have read the previous sections. So in general, the idea is the more you know God, the more you can draw closer to God, in faith, knowing that God is everywhere, knowing that when you pray, God is near, it's not far off, knowing that as you're praying, your prayer will be answered, knowing that God is not in a distant place that you can't hear your prayer. Knowing all these things build faith. So when you go to God with knowledge. You go to God knowing that as you pray, He's going to hear you and He's going to answer your prayer. Do you see? So that is why one of His attributes, the attribute of the omnipresence of God, is very powerful, because you know that God is everywhere. It's not just up in the sky, it's not up in the heavens, He's also here on earth. And not just here on earth, He is with you. That is amazing to know. Yeah. So see you in the next attribute.